as they head off turn number 4. We are green and racing at Richmond, modified style.
For the first time in his career, Austin Beers leads the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour into turn number 1. He'll take sole possession of the race lead. The battle is on now for second. Justin Bunsignor to the outside. Patrick Emmerling trying to make a move to the bottom.
No question about it. Meanwhile, Narducci is stuck in the upper groove. Car number 3, it drifts back to about the 5th position. Holding on there. They are neighbors of the Hirschman family. Do you think they go over the fence and listen to some of the stories?
As a great person to listen to. Caution is out on the racetrack. Our first caution of the day with 17 laps complete. There's a 20 car of Eddie McCarthy who's down on pit road. So 17 laps into the Virginia's for Racing Lovers 150, and the caution flag is out here at Richmond Raceway.
They come rumbling off turn number 4. They are side by side as they work their magic to the line. It is so close to call, but there's no question about it. By inches, it is Catalano. But is Eric Beers going to give up? No, he keeps digging in, Joe, hard in the upper lane.
Into that speedy dry up in the outside lane of the racetrack. They are wheel to wheel down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Catalano on the bottom. Both these drivers have not yet won a race, and it's the outside lane that'll prevail. Austin Beers around the top side takes over the race lead in turn 1.
The outside lane has got hooked up with those feel-good Hoosier tires on the cars, and now we see Ebersol to the outside. Car number 5, we haven't talked much about him, and meanwhile, we've got another caution coming out on the field.
Second caution of the day, this time for Tim Conley in the V4. His car slow along the front straightaway, so 32 laps in, second caution of the day, and again, brought out by Tim Conley. Is his car moving once again? You see possibly a little damage on that left side left front tire there, that wheel wobbling just a bit as he comes down back through turns 3 and 4, able to continue on. Austin Beers back out in front as we get ready to go back under the green flag. He'll take the outside lane as a race leader for the restart. Tommy Catalano on the bottom. Row 2, 2 former champions, Doug Coby to the bottom, and the 16 car, the new Smyrna Speedway winner, and Ronnie Silk to the outside of row number 2. The pace car is in, getting ready to turn him loose. It'll be 114 laps to go when we get back under the green flag here in the Virginia is for Racing Lovers 150. For the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, Austin Beers around the outside lane. He fires and he brings Ronnie Silk right along with him in turn 1.
He made it look easy, but just as easy as it was for him to take the lead, Ronnie Silk moved into second. Now there is a side-by-side battle for the 3rd and 4th and 5th position. Meanwhile, Catalano back into 3rd, kind of in the comfort zone there as they come back off turn 4.
Number 19, a brand new race car there in the 4th spot. Nearly got the outside wall off turn number 2, and Anthony Cecily now up the racetrack and off the groove. Cecily in trouble in turns 3 and 4 as he caught the outside wall at the exit of turn number 2, and he cut a tire down and the car just went straight into turn 3, and heartbreak for that team who was strong and moved inside the top 5 for Anthony Cecily.
Here they come. The green is out. Battle at the point, evenly matched. They cross the stripe down into turn number 1. Outside is Racy again and Austin Beers. And who's going to be the tail that wags that dog? It is Doug Coby with the number 7 New York quickly moving into second.
Moving through the pack, you see Bobby Labonte battling a little bit deeper in the pack, and that yellow number 38, he's moving to the inside, just outside the top 5. Back into turn number 1, Austin Beers out in front. Outside, here is Bobby Labonte working to the inside of Andrew Krause in turn 1.
Trouble for Conley again.
Trying to make that car down to pit road along the bottom. We'll see if he can get that onto pit road before a caution flag comes out. The 58, Eric Goodale, in a battle here, and the caution does indeed come out, and it'll be the 4th of the day, 56 laps into the race, and the caution for Tim Conley, as there's a bit of smoke coming out the right side of his machine, could not quite get it all the way around turns 3 and 4 and off the racetrack, and that's the reason for our caution here today. Back here at Richmond Raceway, pit road is open and the cars are down on pit road. Austin Beers on the pit lane, looking to see if he can get 3 tires on his machine. The Tommy Baldwin-led crew for Doug Coby on pit road as well. 3 tires for him. Ronnie Silk has been strong today. In the 16, Eric Goodale on pit road, and work continues for the 64 of Austin Beers. This is a big moment for them. This cost them an opportunity to win at New Smyrna, was on pit road. We'll see who wins the race off pit road today.
Yes, it looks like they are able to make it out quick, and the gun does work. But the guy who was even quicker is the number 7 New York for Doug Kobe, the 6-time champion. He was able to get the job done in record time as well.
We'll have a green flag here. They'll see 85 laps to go when they come across the line to see the green flag. The race leader is Max McLaughlin in the 77. He will take the outside lane on the restart.
Dave Zapienza will be starting on the inside. Zapienza had a great run at New Smyrna as well. He is 57 years young. That's how he likes to refer it. He loves modified racing. Here they come off turn number 4. Max McLaughlin has come from way in the back in the 22nd position. He is on the upper groove. Slips up just a bit, trying to hold on in the upper lane, but Dave Zapienza, and look out, here comes Justin Bonsignor working the inside, and guess who's there on the outside?
That's John McKennedy, the defending series champion in the 79. He draws alongside Justin Bonsignor as they come across the line. The top 2 get away. It's Max McLaughlin and Dave Zapienza, and Bonsignor slides in underneath and takes over the 3rd spot. Zapienza holding on to the top side of the racetrack. Up front, the battle's starting to intensify. Max McLaughlin looks in the rearview mirror. Now he looks to his left side, and it's Justin Bonsignor looking to take over the race lead for the first time here today. The defending race winner out in front here in Richmond. But Ronnie Silk back into the 2nd spot. Now here comes Austin Beers trying to make up for lost ground. Still has a quick race car, but he restarted back in the 10th position when we got back under the green flag because of losing a couple of spots on pit road. He's making up for that ground pretty quickly.
Brand new leader comes off and around the number 51. It is Ronnie Silk who takes over the lead, the current point leader of the Whelen Modified Tour. Max McLaughlin, he made it look easy. McLaughlin is starting to falter just a bit. He starts to drift back. Oh, and back up front. Little contact there, Joe.
Kobe was into the back of Ronnie Silk on the back straightaway. The 2 cars coming together. It lost a bit of momentum, but Kobe back on the attack, drives to the inside and takes over the race lead. Andrew Kraus, and he's had a solid run today too. Inside the top 10, making his 51st start here today for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, a track champion at the Wall Stadium in New Jersey. And he's having his best run here, but Kyle Bonsignor now brings out the 5th caution of the day. He spins to the inside of turn number 2. He's able to get that car rolling once again, but it's the 5th caution of the day and an opportune time here with 49 laps to go to see everybody come down pit road and get tires here in the Virginias for Racing Lovers 150 at the Richmond Raceway.
Down on pit road, just as you called it, Joe, they are coming in, and let's see who is going to be the best at getting them out. There is a look at the Baldwin machine jacking up the back of the car. There's a look at the Ronnie Silk number 16 car. And the car that you see to the left of your screen is the Goodale car. Then there is the Austin Beers car that was running in the 3rd position. Changing right side rubber. And who's going to make it out first, Joe?
And one of the cars is going to win the race off pit road. It's going to be the 58 car of Eric Goodale. He gets off pit road first. Very efficient pit stop for him. And he will now be at the head of the class here in Richmond. Back here at the Richmond Raceway, after a round of pit stops, Eric Goodale now out in front. He'll line up alongside J.B. Fortin to the outside of the front row. Ronnie Silk and Doug Kobe in row number 2, and Austin Beers, who has led quite a few laps here today, will restart in 5th. 44 laps to go when the green flag flies, and the Virginias for Racing Lovers 150. We're back underway in Richmond.
We are back underway, and what a scramble initially, but it's Goodale that is the man who sets the pace, the GAF roofing machine, but a side-by-side battle for second. Here comes Ronnie Silk, the 16 car. All of a sudden, the inside lane is starting to open up, and Austin Beers is trying to follow Silk to the front of the class.
On prior starts, the outside lane had the advantage, but today in this late race restart, it's Eric Goodale to the bottom that jumps out to the race lead for the first time here today. Here's Austin Beers now up to second. He's challenging now for the top spot in turn one.
He makes the nice move to the inside as he rumbles to the bottom of the racetrack, sets the car, stands on the gas, and Eric Beers' son, Austin Beers, once again takes back position number one. On the bottom, they come off the turn. Give position number 9 to the number, oh, trouble now, we've got to spin.
Tyler Ripkema goes spinning off turn number 2, and the caution flag is back out for the 6th time here today in Richmond. And Tyler Ripkema, a solo spin, no contact, and he's able to get that car rolling once again. 23 laps to go when they get the green flag here at the Richmond Raceway. Austin Beers, the race leader, restarts on the bottom lane of the racetrack, going for his first career NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour victory. The pace car is in, they're back through the restart zone, and the green flag is out.
Green flag is out, bottom of the racetrack into turn number 1. Pretty much evenly matched. It is Beers by a tire. As he comes off the turn, Eric Beers is back in command. Here comes Kobe. Here comes Patrick Emmerling. Car number 07. But Ronnie Silk has quickly moved back into the 3rd position in the upper lane. Short-lived because Patrick Emmerling takes back 3rd.
Emmerling up to 3rd. Now Ronnie Silk pokes a nose to the inside. Behind them, Justin Bonsignor, his car coming back to life, working to the inside of Brian Narducci, who gets loose off turn 2, gathers it back in and falls back to 6th. But off turn number 4, looking for the white flag this time by Austin Beers in his first career Whelen Modified Tour on the line, leads the field back to turn 1.
No question, he's done his homework. He's did his job. They are long overdue for a victory. Murphy and the gang associated with Ron Newhouse. It is Austin Beers heading to victory lane here from Richmond International Speedway.
Off turn number 4, checkered flag is waving, and Austin Beers is a winner in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.